Now, a short film by Governor John Bloom that lets us all take a look at some of Owen's extraordinary work.
The cinematographer tells the light what to do. Without him, the camera is empty and the drama is lost. Tonight, the nominees for cinematography are
OwenRoizman.
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 OwenRoizman was one of those who elevated the art of cinematography to another level. The legacy of Hollywood was as such that you were not encouraged at that point to be a risk taker.
Owen would, push the envelope and go from white with a little detail all the way to black with maybe a little detail or maybe no detail at all.
There's been some talk. About what? Shipment.
He, almost more than any other cinematographer in the 70s and the 80s, created the way we think modern American movies look.
Billy Friedkin was looking for somebody to shoot The French Connection, and they said, well, what we've seen you do is fashion-y type stuff, but this wants to be a very gritty New York street type of picture. You think you can do that? And my answer to him was, well, I'm a cinematographer. I should be able to do anything you want me to do.
It certainly has the greatest car chase of all time.
The New York look was one of the things that I started with The French Connection.
I'm gonna nail you for picking your feet in Poughkeepsie.
You're downtown New York, and you're in all these gritty places, and in my mind, there's no question you are there.
Get that hair done before Saturday.
I never felt that there's a light coming from some direction that it shouldn't be coming from. That's definitely my favorite movie. The Exorcist has totally opposite effect. I know where the light is coming from. He's using the light to emphasize the horror of the story.
Where's Reagan?
In here with us.
The Exorcist is one of those films that is without parallel the scariest movie I've ever seen.
As far as visual storytelling, it's impeccable. Playing with the shadows and the darkness and the fog, and it's just an iconic film.
A great number of the effects in that movie are actually physical effects that were actually done in camera, on the spot, with bouncing beds and all this sort of thing. So it really was totally convincing and terrifying at the same time.
Owen's work is so different from each other, but at the same time, you find many similarities.
It's the Roizman thumbprint. You need a magnifying glass to find it, but you'll always feel it.
I'm going to blow my brains out right in the middle of the 7 o'clock news.
Get a hell of a rating, I'll guarantee you that.
The network was this wonderful pre-Mad Men, Midtown New York media center of the world.
We're talking about putting a manifestly irresponsible man on national television.
I stand in awe of the control in service of the art.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Michael, no one will hire you.
Oh, yeah?
Tootsie was unique because we had to make Dustin Hoffman look believable as a woman.
He created this world which almost was reassuring as the fact that Dustin Hoffman cross-dressing was destabilizing.
My name is Dorothy. It's not Tootsie or Toots or Sweetie or Honey or Dow.
Oh, Christ.
No, just Dorothy.
The images are so strong, you're seeing Dustin walking through a crowd in Manhattan. He totally felt like he belongs there, and that's part of Owen's work.
We're picking up your option. You'll be with us another year.
Funniest photography ever.
I'm wider!
I think if you take a boy out of New York and you challenge him to show the West and all its scope, and that boy is OwenRoizman, you're going to get something remarkable.
This guy is doing a movie that you expect to be high glitz photography that has to do with essentially American genre. The grit in his work and the aspect of reality was very prevailing.
It's also about as far away from Popeye Doyle as somebody could get. So the mere fact that somebody photographed those two pictures is remarkable.
His images were beautiful in a raw sense and realistic sense. You could smell the clothes they were wearing. You could smell the environment. And of course, he achieved that by not overlighting. You went to see a movie and you felt you saw something very real. So that's the moment where I realized that this is a guy who's seeing the cinematography as an art form.
Owen created the look that is the look of modern American film.
OwenRoizman was a great influence on my decision to become cinematographer.
His work is the best. Not only that, but he's really a great guy. And it gives joy to every cinematographer that you're getting this award.
good.